Is Sparking Zero officially done? Let's talk about that. All right, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm here today for another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video. Today, we're going to be talking about Sparking Zero. Yeah, a real rare type of video, right? I never talk about this game. I don't yap about this game ever. But yeah, we're going to review the latest DLC, as well as kind of compare it and stack it up against the other DLCs to let you know if these are worth it, especially with the latest Character Pack 2 for Dragon Ball Daima, which I thought was very well done. I think they did a pretty good job, but it isn't foreign to having its issues, right? It's got some problems. It's got some things that kind of annoyed me, and we're going to obviously be talking about that. Again, give you guys my personal review. We'll go over some of the reviews and, I guess, reactions to the actual DLC on Steam, because the reviews were not good on Steam. You can see it right here. The reviews were pretty good on PS5. Steam usually has more critical takes, right? So we'll obviously talk about that. Obviously, we're going to be breaking down the prices for these, if it's like worth, like how much you're actually paying per character, right? And some of them have other things that were integrated into the DLC. But yeah, we're going to jump straight on into it, as well as kind of give you guys my opinion on what the future could be. Just a little bit of a discussion on that. This is probably going to be a long video, so just, strap in. If you need to turn it up to 1.5 or 2 times speed, go ahead. You're going to be hearing some yapping, right? Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell if you guys want to stay up to date with all the latest information on this game. I do not think it's over. I really, really do not think it's done. It's going to be at Battle Hour next year. I think that's April, so that could be our next indication of the 2026 updates, right? And I think this game will still probably get patches, because they are really pushing for this to be like a fighting game, you know what I mean? But I digress. This is a $10 pack, okay? So I went over this on Twitter the other day, and I saw some people asking me like, hey, do you think this is worth it? Should I get this? And me, personally, I would say I would recommend this. I would. Compared to the last one, the Daima Pack 2, or sorry, not Daima Pack. I mean, it's Daima Pack 1, but it's DLC 2 for what Sparking Zero was adding. This one was also $10. Now, this actually came with more characters, in a sense, if you want to count them as more characters. They're not really more. It's just transformations, right? But that's a big plus for this DLC compared to this one. This one lacked transformations, right? And that's the biggest criticism I really have for this DLC. Obviously, I would like to have, Tamagamis. That would have been awesome, but I'm not losing sleep over it. It's not a huge deal. I was just a bit, disappointed, because I was like, this would have been perfect to add them in there and make this like an amazing final send-off for the game, even though we know it's not done. But this is the final DLC that is confirmed for this year and for season pass 1, in a sense. Again, we really don't know what the future is going to be yet. But $10, it's really not that much if you really think about it. For some people who are, not really going to be spending a lot of money on additional content, they just want to buy one game and play the game and just, be done with it there. I could totally understand an extra $10, right? Look, I get it. Spending more money on DLC after the game release, after you already fucking spent money on the game, is stupid. But I think we're all just used to it at this point. So a lot of people would be like, well, it's just $10, it's DLC. That's just how it is. But it still sucks, right? Spending more money for stuff like this. And these make sense just because these are characters and these are things that were revealed after the game already released. The superhero pack really did not, there was no reason for that to be DLC, right? This pack right here, they call it Hero of Justice. $18, still the most expensive DLC on its own, is absolutely fucking insane to me. I still think that's ridiculous. I do think the animations were well done. I think the quality was very good. Again, all the quality on all these DLCs, I think, were quite good. I would probably rank the Daima Pack 1 as probably the, in a sense, lowest quality. It's not low quality, but compared to the other ones, they just went way harder, right? These, I don't know, nothing too memorable except for that one move that Goku does, where like he takes him to like a different dimension and he's like punching the character. I think that animation was cool looking, right? It's kind of similar to Vegeta in the Super Saiyan 3 one, where he's doing the back shots to Goma. Like, that shit's sick. Like, I like when they get creative and do shit like that, right? But if I'm really being real, I think Shallot's DLC is the worst out of all of them. Like, and this isn't even a pack, this is one character, but the fact that these motherfuckers had the audacity to charge $3 for this character, and I said it, okay, I said it whenever we saw the actual official price. I said, that is some bullshit, because you compare, okay, I did the math here. This is Diamond Character Pack 2, okay, with Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3 and Goma. They're about $1.7 per character, right? And we know for a fact that that's just characters, okay? That's just raw, just characters, because that's all it included. This pack only had characters. There was nothing else added in there. You can't count the free update of the stage because that is a free update, right? Everybody's gonna have that. You know, but when you update your game and start up the game, right? Like now, at least. If you want these characters, you gotta pay money for them. You gotta cough up that $10, right? But 1.7 per character isn't the worst, right? I think one character for any game, right? Okay, I don't want to say any game, but for a game like this, they should be like $1, right? Like a lot of these animations, they're very good. Don't get me wrong, okay? But like, I think it's getting a little bit too much. It's getting up to that almost $2 there. Again, it's not a big deal or anything. I bought the DLC in a sense, just like everybody else, right? But the Diamond Character Pack 2, that was $1.25. Now, that's way more reasonable, especially for how kind of these characters were. Again, they were, I think, the character that was most most creative and cool and was a surprise, and I know people are going to hate me for this, is Pansy, right? Pansy, I did not expect her to be in it. I think her animations are really cool, and the fact that they have, you know, another character come in for her ultimate, I thought that was really cool. And I think that, you know, that keeps the roster, you know, feeling really unique. Okay, another Goku, another Vegeta, another Kamehameha, another Gallic Gun, like, and this is the same thing with these. Like, they look great, but it's another Final Flash, it's another Super Kamehameha. Again, the animations are fucking fire, right? And they went hard with giving them new shading on the faces. Like, they did a lot of extra stuff in this DLC. And, I mean, you can see it from all my videos where I break it down, I go over, I show you guys what's really going on behind the scenes. They cooked. You cannot deny that. Like, people who are saying like the animations were lazy or they were like reuse assets and stuff, I'm like, bro, are you playing? Are you watching the same thing I'm watching? Like, this is new shit here. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is like the best DLC or anything. Okay, I think they're all kind of, you know, around the same range except for Shallot, right? Shallot, that $3. I just gotta keep talking about that, dude. I'm sorry. As excited as I was for Shallot, and I still love that he's in the game, right? After I saw them reveal that $3 price tag for this one fucking character, it blew my mind. And he has no forms. There are no transformations. He has one new animation, basically. Okay, the other ones kind of reuse assets and string them together. It makes it look new, and it is a new attack in a sense, right? And the way he's doing things are a little bit different, but we all know it was reused, right? It was like the fucking Vegeta startup from Super Vegeta, and then he does like the kick, and then the fucking stuff from what is it, Goku mid or what? Like, it's just, I don't know what the fuck. This was such a rushed thing, and it shouldn't have. This should have been 50 cents. This actually should have been $1. $1 for this character, right? This one is also ridiculous too. $20 for this, and their justification for it being that much is because they included the 3 bonus battles, which are fucking things that you can make yourself. Why? Like, they shouldn't even have that. Like, they were cool and they were, you know, it was fun, right? But it's like, this shit people could make for free. They could have made that for free and it would have been, you know, perfect, right? And they added one outfit for Piccolo. It's like, okay, right? Like, okay. Nothing that crazy. But again, it suffers the same issue that this one has, right? It has the same problem where it's just a bunch of transformations, right? So you're really only getting 5 characters, and this one you're really only getting 5 characters. This one you get 1, and this one is also 5 characters, right? If you go through and you select the character, right? And you make your team, it's just you fill up the team, right? You have 5 characters, and like 1 or 2 of them will just, the rest of the character slots are just the transformations, right? So I think that's kind of kind of ridiculous. But again, I do think that this one was worth it just because, and this is compared to the other ones, right? And the reason I say that is because there's nothing additional. It's just straight characters. You pay $10, you get 6 characters, and it is, you know, it does make sense for how much effort and work was put into each of the characters, okay? I personally think that, right? I think these were worth it. I think they were well done. At least Goku Mini can transform in the Super Saiyan 4. It would have been better if it was Super Saiyan 3 Goku added in there, right? It would have been better if they had the Tamagamis, right? I will say that. But then they probably would have jacked the price up to like $15, maybe $20, right? If they added the Tamagamis and that extra Super Saiyan 3 Goku or whatever, right? But a big L on this, right? A huge criticism, I already said this, was the fact that it lacked transformations. 165 reviews and only 29% of that 165 were positive. This is on Steam, okay? I'm not talking about PlayStation, but I think we have to go over the Steam reviews because some of them, you know, or I mean, I went through a couple of them. You know, they're cooking, right? They're making sense. I agree with what they're saying. Like here, this one, for example. Guys, I love this DLC. I'm grateful for the stuff we get. I agree. Especially the cool new Destructible stage, which was a free update, right? I honestly think it's just laziness to not get transformations for the 2 main characters, though. I mean, I chalk it up to laziness as well. Like, there are ways that they could have done this, right? You could have made an outfit for Goku and Vegeta and Z that let them transform into Super Saiyan 4, just like they did with Goku Mini. Goku Mini has another extra costume slot, and it shows that there is a transformation icon on that one specifically. That's something that they didn't do with the other characters or any of the DLC, right? This is something that they added after the character had already released. So they could have fucking done that. Why didn't they do that? There's no reason. It would have been a simple thing, right? Okay, obviously they have to create that animation, but check this, right? We saw Goku go Super Saiyan 4 without the help from the old guy after, yeah, so why can't I transform? Just to make it go ZN to Daima, exactly. It's just blatant laziness. Same with the Vegeta. Look, this is exactly what I was thinking too. They even put in the transformation animation for Vegeta, but they made it his intro. That was how... that is so fucking... I have to just laugh at it because it's so true. They did all that effort and they gave him the animation, gaslighted the fuck out of us, basically baited us that, oh, this is going to be a transfer. They didn't say that, but like they're showing it. And that's why so many people, not just me, were like, yo, he's going to, at least we know Vegeta's going to transform, right? Right? Nope. It's just his intro, okay? And obviously there were a lot of people who were like, nah, it's just the intro. And even I had to say, I'm not going to get my hopes up. It's likely just an intro, and it was, right? That's so sad that you have to not get your hopes up for this type of game, right? For Xenoverse 2, we're kind of used to it at this point, and that game, we know they make separate slots for transformations and make them their own playable characters. But this is Sparking Zero, dog. This is the game where that's why we got this game, because we can transform into all the forms, right? For the most part, not all the forms, right? Obviously, Ultra Instinct and, like, you know, Ultimate Gohan, they fucked that up, I think. But I'm just saying, like, for the most part, I can go from Super Saiyan to God to Blue. I can't do that in the other games, right? I mean, at least Xenoverse 2. Huh? Why you fucking put in that effort for Vegeta and you didn't even make it a transformation? Like, just... what the fuck? They're not completely separate characters. This takes place right after the Buu Saga. Anyways, please fix this issue or add more characters. I love this game, and it got me into Dragon Ball, so I'd hate to see it get railed over more and more by the people. Well, it's warranted at this point for this type of thing, okay? Again, criticism, constructive criticism is excellent. Very good. Keep it coming. Just shitting on the game and giving no like you're not helping. You're not showing, okay, this is what needs to be improved or anything like that. If you're just shitting on the game and laughing about it to get clicks and likes on your shit, then you're part of the problem. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything but just making this look even worse for the community. Like, that's the thing. People are like, oh, well, you know, we can't say anything bad about the game. No, you can say whatever the fuck you want about the game as long as you are adding something extra to make the game better. What can make this game better, right? If it's just, this game fucking sucks. I can't believe I spent $20, or sorry, $20. That's DLC. DLC wasn't even $20. That shit was like $35. I spent $110 on this fucking game, and it sucks, and I'm so glad I don't play it anymore. It's like, okay, good for you. Why are you still talking about it? I love the game, but not making Super Saiyan 4 Goku and SSJ3 Vegeta transformation. Just plain lazy and disappointing. I agree. Really disappointed by the exclusion of 3 Tamagamis and Mini Goku Super Saiyan 3. Okay, again, I understand that, but I mean, they were never promised. They're not part of it. We're just talking about what's been included, right? And, you know, what should have been, you know, part of it. Because if they can make Goku Mini go Super Saiyan 4, the whole point of having the Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta was to make them transform. That's the whole reason why we really wanted this DLC specifically, right? L. So here's a good one here. Okay, so this one was a lot better than the other packs, which I agree. Even though it has less characters, the characters actually have good-looking, unique moves. So if you want to buy it, go ahead. Oh, and the stage is okay. Again, stage was a free update. Ever since this... Okay. Putting hearts to censor it. Is that... Okay. Is that what Steam does? Do they censor by putting hearts? We know what he's saying. This shit is ass. Like, I'll just say it for you, bro. This shit is ass. Which, again, this is what I'm talking about. Just saying this shit is ass. It's hilarious, but that does nothing. You're not showing, like, why is it ass? Tell me, Kirizune, right? If you're watching this video, tell me, why is this shit ass, okay? Tell me, what about it was ass to you? If it was, oh, they can't transform, or, you know, there are other characters that they could have added in there, or like there's no outfits and stuff. I get it, right? That's good, right? You're giving, basically you're giving feedback. Like, this is the stuff that should be in it or should be in future content. This shit is ass is what I'm talking about. Like, that does nothing. It's funny as fuck, though, I will have to say. I like the DLC, but the general problem is in the dead game that takes almost 10 minutes to find some... Okay, well, because this is on Steam. I will tell you right now, Steam is not the place to be playing Sparking Zero. It really is not, right? So many people play mods at this point because, I mean, that's the only way you're getting some, like, new content in a sense, right? So it's the same thing with Xenoverse and with a lot of these games, right, that have mods in a modding community. People aren't even playing online, right? And if you want an online experience, you have to play it on PS5. No other console, especially Xbox. Nobody's fucking playing Xbox, right? Nobody's playing Xbox. Nobody's playing Steam online. If you want to play online, just play it on PS5. You'll get a good experience. I mean, for the most part. Okay, I don't want to say good experience because there's the cheesers and shit, but I'm just saying you'll get matches, right? At the very least, right? Okay, don't listen to the haters. No Tamagamis. What is this name, dog? Is a valid criticism, and maybe Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini, but not being able to transform into these is also a bummer, yes. But we were on PC, so 0 point in complaining for longer than 5 seconds about that. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. We're not talking about PC, right? Characters are high quality and fun. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is swag. And kind of steals the show over Goku. Monkey Goku is very beautiful. Do is fun as fuck too. This is a good set of characters. Highly recommend. Again, I agree. I agree for what you're paying, $10, and for what you're getting in the actual characters. I think it's pretty worth that, right? They should. I agree. They should have had the transformations, right? That would have made this way more exciting and way better. And I would say, like I would have been like, get that shit immediately. Like, just buy it right now, right? Like, if I were to really recommend, I would say, you know, obviously wait for this to go on sale. I don't know when it's gonna fucking go on sale, but I think these DLCs eventually go on sale. You know, not too far after they drop, right? Sometimes they have like a Bandai Namco sale or something like that. But again, $10 I do think is worth it. At the end of the day, I do think it's worth it. All right, this is the last one I'm gonna read. Okay, well, it says right here that the product received for free. So what are they saying? I haven't even played the characters yet, and I already know they're gonna... See, this is what I'm talking about. What is this? Let this be a lesson to never pre-order for early access with all the bells and whistles, no matter how... This does fucking nothing. You not only got the fucking game for free, but you didn't even play it, and you're saying it's gonna be shit? Come on, bro. You can't be... This is the type of people I'm talking about. Oh my god. I don't even... Oh, that... That's crazy. Is that not crazy? He got the shit for free, and he also said, they also said that they didn't even play it, and they knew, and they went straight. They got the shit for free, saw it, and then said, "Oh, I gotta go give it a review." Come on, bro. You cannot be. You gotta be. That's gotta be a troll. That's cap. That's cap, bro. This person. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, that actually, that made my day, bro. That made my day. I think I'm just gonna be laughing about that all day today. That is so fucking funny. That's gotta be a troll. That's gotta be a troll. All right, I'm done. So yeah, that's kind of the review. I do think it's worth it overall, for the most part, for everything that you get. But there are things about it that they did shit. They did do shit on some stuff, right? Transformations, not there. Fuck that up. Biggest L, how do you fumble? How do you fumble that? And the wait that for this shit, that's crazy, dude. Like, how long did we wait for this? I'm not counting the Shallot update, because that was nothing. April, 5 months? Oh my, almost 6 months? 5 months. 5 months? Oh, we gotta have to wait over 5 months for every damn update? I don't know, man. I pray that they take a step back from the game and just reevaluate their lives, honestly. I know for the 3 people that are working on this game at Spike Chunsoft, right? I need y'all to just take a break. You know, you take a couple months off and just kind of reflect, listen to the feedback, kind of gather together what you... Because, like, there's no reason to rush anything out at this point. You have no set, like, specific guidelines for a season pass anymore. You're not going to be working on the Switch version anymore, which probably took out a shit ton of time, right? And resources. Now you have this opportunity through 2026 to lock the fuck in and actually listen to what people want for content. Not gameplay updates. Y'all done good on that, right? Keep listening, right? I agree. But now you can lock in with potentially doing game modes, adding new game modes. Dragon Sim, whatever, the 100 battles and all that shit, survival mode. I don't know if they're going to do this, but new story. There's so much story missing from this fucking game. What else? I'm just going off the top of my head. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this. They should be able to do this, but we need crossplay bad, man. We definitely need crossplay, because that'll just make it so that everybody can just come together and play, regardless, right, of the console. Crossplay is vital for games like, you know, for just games in general that have multiplayer, right? What else can they do? I mean, there's just like so much things. I mean, obviously we've been saying it, customization, right? And like when I say this, when I say customization and like I list off all these things, people think I'm like just saying like I want Xenoverse 3. And yes, obviously I want Xenoverse 3, but these are things that can easily be done for this type of game. Why do you have that many character customization slots and accessory slots and only like 2 of them are being used up? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you have all this already there that looks like you're going to be adding more shit, and we're 1 year into the game's being released and you didn't add any of that. Like, this isn't a Xenoverse 2 thing. I'm not saying add avatars. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, and then the raid mode thing that they have, the extreme raid boss or whatever the fuck they called it, where you fought like Whis and Broly so far, like, that should be a tag in and out with players online, right? I'm not saying 3 people fighting all at once simultaneously like Xenoverse 2 having a 6v1. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have this already set up and make it like a tag team mode. Like, hey, buddy, I'm tagging out with you. come in with your character and put in some work while I get a little break and I watch, right? Like they could have done that. The three idiots, Rhyme, Dion, and Dotto, they've done it before multiple times in their own way. They're able to do that, right? So it's like they could have fucking done that. Like, holy moly, bro. Y'all comment down below what you think the game needs. I'll probably do another video just going over all the details, everything, but this is a long video, like I said. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.